Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of HR Tech Unplugged, where transformation meets storytelling and technology meets empathy. I am Gurpreet Kaur, and with me, as always, is the employee experience EX whisperer himself, transformation expert, and digital HR visionary Anuj Kathuria.
Well, Gurpreet, you always make me sound way cooler than I am, but thank you for that. And today's topic is very close to my heart. This is something that I'm truly passionate about. So, looking forward to our conversation today.
Absolutely. So, folks, today's episode focuses on the employee experience revolution tech that truly empowers from clicks to connection. How HR tech is rehumanizing the workplace. Anuj, we have spent years talking about HR technology, making things faster, smarter, cheaper. But something is shifted, right?
Well, I would like to change the question, the narrative of that. It's not something that shifted. I believe everything has shifted. We are living in times where novelties of morning have become obsolete by the evening. Businesses are impinged by what we call as the digital tsunami, and they're trying to somewhere down the line find a way to tread this path. A couple of years ago, for that matter of fact, a decade or so ago, we were living in the era of process efficiencies, right? Now, the last decade plus or so has given the era of efficiency. It's passed the baton to human-centered design. Let me give you an example. You know, sometime back I was working for a retail client. Okay. And they were in the process of implementing a new HR platform, a new system. Now, their system worked absolutely fine, the one they already had. Right. People could apply for leaves, log attendance. So I asked, if something's not broken, why do you want to change it? Yeah. And then came the actual answer. Well, our employees hate it. It's clunky, it's impersonal, and for even the HR folks, it felt like it was more surveillance than being an enabler. So we had to reimagine it from an experience first lens. Okay. And this term experience first comes from consumer experience, right? Just shift outside the realm of the organization. Look at the last 10, 15 years. What has changed for you and me? The way we talk, the way we communicate, the way we bank, the way we travel, right? The way we consume information, the way we watch television, right? You can book an Uber in 3 clicks. You can, watch whatever you want, the kind of content you want, and Netflix recommends that to you. Right. You can book a flight without going to the airport or without going through travel agents. Right. You can order food, it will be at your doorstep within 10, 15, 20 odd minutes, thanks to Zomato, Swiggy, or for that matter, Blinkit delivers stuff to you in 10 or 12 odd minutes, right? Absolutely. That consumer grade element, it's so when you are at home outside the realm of an organization, you are getting that. True. But once you step in the realm of the organization, do you get the similar experience? The answer is no, right? So we had to reimagine for this client the entire experience ecosystem, and the operating word is ecosystem from that lens, which is experience first lens or employee experience lens. And we encompass certain new elements of personalized dashboards, real-time feedback nudges, seamless mobile learning, transient, of a matter of fact, very transparent internal mobility, mental well-being check-ins. And believe me, after 11 months, there was an 11% uptick in the employee engagement scores.
Wow. So the future of HR tech, are we saying, isn't just about automation, it's also about affection?
I couldn't have put it in better words. The new question that HR leaders and business leaders need to ask is, how does this tech make an employee feel?
So, Anuj, when you say EX tech, employee experience tech, what does that include?
So think of it as technology that focuses on moments that matter across an employee's life cycle.
Okay.
Now, you would have heard this term hire to retire. I kind of hate that word because it doesn't encompass every element of it.
Right.
For me, the journey starts from where someone is a potential candidate till the time he or she becomes an alum and continues to be an alum of the organization. It's a lifelong journey, right? So, in this journey, depending on the organizational maturity, there could be 200 or 300 touch points. Now, each of these touch points could either become a moment of misery or a moment of magic for that employee, right? Now, for each of these moments, how and where do you implement or augment that experience by leveraging technology? That to me is employee experience tech, which includes your talent acquisition experience, your onboarding experience, pulse survey and feedback tools, digital learning journeys, internal mobility platforms, AI powered recognitions, well being and burnout detections. So, the intent of these tools is not to surveil or record data, but typically to enhance the work life. That's what it is all about.
That was very well explained. Now, I'd like to flip the lens. Okay. From an employee's point of view, what do they expect from HR Tech today?
Great question. And the answer lies in the question itself. Uh, Consumer grade experience, as simple as that. Now, when you come in the realm of organization, I'm going to put myself in an employee's shoe. What do I want? I want personalization, just like Netflix. Show me what's relevant to me, what's contextual to me. Don't show me what the world wants to look at, right? Seamless design. If I can book a cab, Uber, or a Ola, or a Grab in 3 taps, why do I need 12 clicks to find relevant learning or a specific experience? Speed and transparency, clear workflows, visible progress, quick feedback. When you order food on Zomato or Swiggy, you get to know has the restaurant accepted your order or not. Your food's being prepared. It'll start, it'll be packed in this time. XYZ is a delivery partner. You can see where the delivery partner is at every point of time when it's reaching your house, and you can give feedback as well. So, speed and transparency, can you have that in your experience? Yes, you truly can. Your well being and empathy, which talks about technology that supports mental health, not burns people out, right? And last but not the least, growth. Tools that help me build my career, not something that helps me do my job. I really need tool that helps me as an individual, as a person, build my career. And increasingly choice. Everyone doesn't learn or grow the same way. You and me go and watch a movie, it's the same director, same actor, same theater, same popcorn. Your takeaways, your experience is going to be very different than mine.
True,
And
absolutely.
so is every employee. So, what you need to do is your employee experience tech needs to have the elements of hyper personalization and hyper contextualization. And that is all employee experience technology or tech is all about.
Great. Now, let's take some examples. Okay? In your view, what are some of the coolest EX tools you have seen that empower people?
Well, they're a dime a dozen if you really ask me. Every tool is fantastic. I think all depends on what your use case is and what your context is.
Okay.
Without context and without your journey, you can't befit the tool. But still, there are a few which I have seen are very, very good.
Okay.
In my personal experience. So there are AI coaches like BetterUp, which help people improve their resilience and leadership capabilities. There are conversational feedback bots, which typically ask people about how you're feeling today and then nudge you to the right behaviors. There are employee experience platforms like Qualtrics, which help you map the entire employee experience journey. There are multiple learning experience platforms that deliver bite-sized, nugget-sized, personalized experience like Netflix does.
Okay.
There are internal gig platforms that let employee take up shorter projects across departments, right? I remember I worked on a consulting assignment with a IT firm that used a tool called Gloat to let employees choose or pick up, explore internal projects. The benefit of that, I think after a year or so of implementing that, their internal mobility grew by 23% and attrition dropped by 5%.
Cool. So to me, that's transformation not just of systems, but also of culture.
Absolutely.
Right? So, time to talk about what are the traps here? Where do companies go wrong when adopting EX focused tech?
Well, the number of opportunities you have, that's the number of traps you have, believe me. Multiply that by the number of people you have in the organization and multiply that by the touch points that you have.
That's endless.
That's endless, yeah. But there are in fact, five broad categories where I would like to talk more about because that's where I've seen most uh, mistakes or people faltering. Number one is tech first and empathy later.
Okay.
Where, last episode we spoke about feature fatigue.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Focusing on shiny features over real needs. Focus on the real needs, not on features. So that's the first one. Tech first and empathy later. And second one is assuming one size fit all. Not all employees want the same thing or they need the same journey. Every individual is different and they have very different journeys. So focus on hyper personalization and hyper contextualization. Okay. Number three is no listening loop. If you don't collect feedback, post your rollout or implementation, you are guessing. Right. See, communication is a two-way street. Absolutely. So you have spoken by implementing. Are you letting the other person talk? And the only way to do that is by garnering or asking feedback for next steps or for improvement. Right. Number four is communication, a cliched term. It's as simple as if employees don't understand it, why it's there, or how it's going to benefit me or my life, they won't use it. You can have the best tech, but your implementation will fail. Your adoption won't be there. They won't use it. So communication becomes highly, highly imperative. And last but not the least, ignoring the front line. Most organization and tools are built for white collar employees. What about the gray collar? What about the blue collar? That's the rising workforce in this gig economy. It's a big miss. Absolutely.
So, empathy isn't just a feeling, it's a design principle.
To me, it's the most important design principle. Okay. Great employee experience technology mirrors human life. It needs to feel intuitive, human, and empowering. The more high tech, the more high touch you have to go. Else, uh, you miss the bus by a long, long margin. I mean, just think of it. How many times have you dialed your bank and reached the IVR? And how frustrating that is? Keep punching numbers to do this, do this, to do this, to do this. You really are fatigued waiting for a person to come and listen to you.
Absolutely.
And if you try to do the same thing in your employee, experience tech, God bless you.
Right. Absolutely. So it's time to quickly recap what we have covered in this episode, friends. EX Tech focuses on making work better, but not just faster. It includes tools for onboarding, feedback, learning, mobility, and well being. Employees want personalization, speed, growth, and empathy. Avoid mistakes like ignoring feedback, over designing, or excluding frontline workers.
Well, let me add a punch to that.
Sure.
Your employee experience tech should make employees feel seen, supported, and stretched, and not surveilled. In the last episode, we spoke about the 5D. This is the 3S. Seen, supported, stretched, and not surveilled. These are the operating words. Make sure that's in your mind and that's your nucleus.
So that are the key takeaways for today's episode, friends. So listeners, what's your employee experience stack looking like today?
Well, if your HR tech isn't making life better for you and for your people, it's time to rethink it. DM us on LinkedIn for our free employee experience audit checklist, or if you would like to have a conversation to help you kickstart your HR digitalization or HR digital transformation journey, or your roadmap, or help with any of the tools, technologies, we are there to help. Visit our website www.ascendara.org for expert consultation on these areas. Friends, let's shape the future of work together.
Like, share, subscribe, and send this episode to someone who's still stuck in 2005 HR systems.
Well, truly do. Next week, we're going to dig deeper into data and decision making in digital HR, where numbers start telling stories, and not just stories, human stories.
Interesting. It's going to be a very interesting episode. So, till then, keep it human, keep it digital, keep it unplugged. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Gurpreet, and friends. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye.